Snowball Earth, a pure survival challenge. No story content, no warm southern regions. There will be new flora, however, which can survive the Arctic temperatures of this world and help sustain me. There will be new animals, both modern and ancient. And other stranger things lurk in the crags and caves of this world. It will be a constant struggle, but we may find help in the strangest of places. And there may even be oases of warmth in the frozen desert. Now, let's begin our vintage story polar challenge. Welcome, Vintage Story fans, to the Snowball Earth Challenge. That's right, and we are going to jump right into things because we don't have a lot of time to waste here. Of course, we are starting off with literally nothing. We've got no winter clothing, just some of the regular commoner stuff. But this is a Homo Sapiens run with a twist. Ooh, flint, perfect. All right, let's grab some of that right off the bat. And we'll get that immediately. We've got a neighbor already. We have to watch out. Not only is the world filled with ice and snow, but many dangers await us here in the Snowball Earth. So let's immediately grab a stick. And I need to get my hands on some more stone and flint, obviously. But let's see what else we just picked up here. Oh, we got some birch canes. Interesting. Comes from one of our mods. That's right, that's right. The Snowball Earth Challenge is really only possible with certain mods, some very specific ones. And if you are interested, I've got a complete list of my mods down in the description of this video, and it'll also be listed in all the videos that I do for this series. And if we add some as we go, of course I'll update that too, but make sure you check it out because some of them are just for extra challenge, such as the fantasy creatures mod, or maybe a few prehistoric, even extinct animals mods that we've got. But in addition, so there's some very important quality of life, such as cattails will grow now in a polar environment, and a few other things that we'll definitely be shouting out as we go along. But one of the big challenges is going to be flint and stone. Now, we've got extremely lucky just locating these three. And look at this. Oh, yes, we've got some thermal activity. This is going to be very helpful for us. And one of the things I did do during world generation was turn up this kind of activity here in our world. And of course, if you're interested in the exact world generation, stick around to the end of this video. I decided to put that at the very back of the video so we could just jump right into the action today. So let's use our flint to nap up a knife blade, of course. And we're also going to grab an axe blade too. But believe it or not, after that, we will still need to find... Where's my axe? I should probably get a shovel going as well. But yeah, we're going to need to find at least another stone or some more flint before we can make a third tool. And in addition, of course, we need some more sticks here. Now, let's just take a quick look at something. One more pixel. Oh, a couple more. All right, good. If we look at our temperature here, bodily wise, good. It has warmed up, and it's going up thanks to the hot spring here. So these will also be fairly vital to our survival going forward. But regardless, let's move on. Like I said, let's grab a couple of more sticks here. We'll go ahead and make ourselves an axe. Oh man, starting all over in a brand new world is so exciting, but it can also be challenging, especially when you're used to maybe playing with iron or even steel tools, and you're all the way back with stone. But there we go. All right, we're starting off strong. Let's continue our search slowly, not trying to push things too much because we could turn the corner, run into a polar bear, or even some goblins, or who knows what else. But I think it's probably a good opportunity right now to look at the map. So, I see some resin over there, but we won't be wasting our valuable bag space with that just yet. We need to find some lakes, potentially, yeah. This looks promising to the north. Cattails, cattails, cattails is what we're going to need. And of course, just like in normal worlds, they will spawn close to the bodies of water. So, let's make our way. And it might be best if we cut across this icy hill here. Because remember, we did spot a polar bear off in that direction. Not to mention, we've got, I think, a few orcs, maybe, in the region. That's right, one of the mods we've got is the fantasy creatures. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that colorful thing you just saw there, that's one of the nasties. So, let's be careful. Now this is fortunate right here, a whole stash of flint just as I was approaching the foot of this hill. That was a great find. And I do have an extra stick, so we'll whip up a shovel as soon as maybe we get out of this colder region. But, let's be careful. Of course, being a Homo Sapiens world, we don't have to worry about drifters. Caves, in fact, are probably going to be one of our go-to places for an early shelter. But, fall damage is still definitely real. So, let's take a look. Okay, good. The lake is dead ahead. Are we able to spy out any cattails? Ooh, that's not a good sign. I don't see a single cattail around that lake. There is a smaller one over there. That might actually be somewhat closer to that polar bear too. So let's take another quick peek at the map. Hold on, let's get a little bit closer. Uh-oh, look at that. Yep. We've got what appear to be goblins down there too. So they're going to be probably above our abilities to handle at this point. Man, oh man. Ooh, I think they might be coming my way. So let's take off, do a little sprinting. Okay. Not much to see up here in the snow-covered peaks, but if we skirt around those guys, we might be able to get into this forest. Now, there's a few key things we're going to look for amongst the trees. Obviously sticks and stones, maybe even some surface ores, but with primitive survival, one of the only ways we're going to be able to get seeds for our own gardens is through the holes. Sometimes you'll find, I believe they're raccoon dens tucked away in some of these tree trunks. So that's going to be a vital resource we're going to be looking for. But they're fairly rare, and as far as I understand it, they do rejuvenate those. So we'll most definitely be using our map to mark them and stuff if we find them. Still here in our pine forest. I haven't found any of the raccoon holes yet, but this is an interesting find. Yes, so we've got a whole new variety of bushes. And not just bushes, but basically fruit-bearing plants which will survive the colder temperatures of this world. And of course, allow us to forage. Oh, what just happened? Oh, that was a poisonous. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, that was poisonous. And I didn't even look. Well, we just used one of our limited lives, and that introduces us to that concept. Yep, there's where we just died. Oh my gosh, we've just been reset. We'll have to travel north. Let's continue along this coast here. Maybe we can find cattails in a different location. I don't want to go all the way back there, but yeah, that brings us to one of the key crucial mechanics of this playthrough is we have limited lives, exactly 20 of them. And as you just saw, I believe we start with like a 0 life, so we have 20 left. But oh my gosh, we're going to have to start a counter right away. That's really unfortunate too, because there was a lot of flint on that character's body. We might end up going back. Boy, oh boy. If we circle down around here and we don't come across any cattails, we might zoom back and maybe even go around the mountains. But if we get lucky, we can come across some more flint. Nonetheless, boy, oh boy, I didn't realize that the berries could be poisonous too, but it makes sense. Hey, if you're out in the wild, don't eat unfamiliar berries. That's like a basic lesson in any survival course, obviously. And I just failed it, folks. But hey, live and learn. Now, let's try not to die anymore in this episode. Okay, well, I did get lucky and come across a few more pieces of flint, but I can tell that the light levels are already starting to get low. It's only 3 p.m., but yeah, we're probably not going to have a whole lot of sunlight hours in Snowball Earth, so we've got to start preparing for a cold, cold night. And I've got the basic tools here. What we're going to do is start picking up some dirt as we go, and let's see, oh, definitely want this. Maybe even some of these vines to make rope, but we'll come back for that stuff. Oh, we've got another straight pit. Like I said, I might actually be interested in a cave for tonight, but I'm also going to cut down a short tree here. So let's clear some of these leaves. This might be a bit bigger than I want, but we're definitely going to need a hefty amount of firewood. So this larch will help us with that. Get some of the sticks out of it, but don't want to wear off too much of the durability on the axe. So let's get this cut, and then I will feel a little bit better about our survival overnight. But we still had to find something to eat, and of course, if we want to have any kind of carrying capacity, cattails are going to be an absolute necessity. Let's go ahead and cut this up, so if I accidentally forget and break my axe, we'll be prepared. And I don't know if I'm going to be keeping these birch canes around. Oh, wait, actually, okay, hold on. Wattle hand basket, never mind, we're keeping them around. I'm not familiar with that particular material or the mod that it brings, but that was interesting. So, very good. We got some sticks. Oh, boy, I'm nervous about this forest. Ooh, what do we got? Let's look at them. Okay, and we'll go into... Oh, good, 100 saturation. Good. Yeah, these won't kill us. At least I hope not. Yeah, good. I didn't drop dead after eating a single berry this time. Whew, man, oh man. I've forgotten the name already of the previous bush because I was so shocked by my death, but I'm going to have to go back, check that footage, and be extra careful when coming across them. But nonetheless, I think from now on, whenever I encounter unknown berries or any kind of herb, plant, yeah, we're going to check it very thoroughly. Gosh, we are very dense wood here. And no closer to any cattails, so let's see. I might just put on the afterburners and sprint through here, praying we don't come across any wolves or bears. But my god, this is like a wall of leaves. Alright, let's move. Not much to see here, so hopefully we can get out on the other side of this mess of tangle. Oh, wow. Came to the coast. And we've actually got some cattails out here, so this is probably going to be where we have to spend a bit of time. Yeah, these cattails, even with higher level tools like iron or steel, still takes a significant amount of time to cut these down, including the roots. And of course I'm getting wet now too, so that's something to be very careful about. We've got to worry about food, because we're going to be very hungry, and if we start compounding our, health loss from food with temperature, yeah, then we could die pretty easy, and that's going to be a recipe for disaster. So let's get these harvested, and yeah, it's already 5 p.m. We're going to be settling down right here somewhere. I'll probably just dig us a pit underground, and I might even have to resort to eating some cattail roots, but trust me, I don't want to. And we're going to have to make a real effort tomorrow to avoid doing this kind of thing again by probably collecting some berries of the non-poisonous variety. Alright, well, it's not much to look at, but I have set us up with just a basic mud hut here. So let's see, I'm going to have to drop... Well, I guess we can just place that real quick. Yeah, let's get us a little bit of grass to start a fire. Very crucial. We've been lucky so far with our temperature, finding that early, what's it called, geyser or hot spring. Yeah, that was very lucky. But now I need to get another piece of grass to start this fire. Whew, look at my food gauge is getting very low. All right. The thing is, I'm hearing some what I believe to be penguins nearby, so we might actually be able to hunt a little bit. Believe it or not, I do have enough flint to make a spear, And we got to get this started, though. We're going to need the heat, and I'm going to go ahead and throw some of these cattail roots in there. Hate to do it, but we'll come across more of them. Trust me, they're not going to be super rare. And this will provide us with the needed calories we absolutely must have. So let's place that. I also am probably going to need somewhere to sleep, but let's go ahead and whip up one spear. I don't want to go with too many because just obviously, yeah, we don't have a lot of room in our inventory. But now we've got a little hut here. We can start to at least put down some things that I don't need to carry around every single day. But this is definitely not going to be our permanent base. Trust me, trust me. So, all right, let's get this assembled. Excellent. Boom. Maybe we can down one of these penguins that's really annoying and loud out there. Let's see if we're not super successful though, I'm gonna have to just start cutting down some grass to make a bed. But all right, let's see. Can we find these guys? Of course, as soon as I start looking for them, they get real quiet. Yeah, they're not necessarily out here by the water. They could be inland. These penguins will spawn a lot of different places. Well, all right. Let's worry about the grass. Maybe if I'm lucky, yeah, we'll spot a couple penguins while I'm collecting this stuff. But I need at least enough to make just a dry grass bed. Well, no luck with the penguins, but I am starting to hear elephants out there, believe it or not. We do have elephants in the world too, but I've got almost all my cattails cooked up, sadly. This is going to be what we have to settle for, I think. Let's see, it's almost 9 p.m. I don't want to venture out there too much at this time of night, especially with such poor visibility. But let's grab this. I'll go ahead and just finish that off. Let's seal ourselves in. And man, oh man, yeah, space is at a premium here in this place, I'll tell you that much. But before we do go to bed, let's just see. I've got these large canes. It says, how do we make hand wattle basket? Okay, so we just need canes. I might actually have enough for that. Hold on. Oh, yes. Look at that. Our first true backpack. Now, these two things, yeah, I don't believe we have enough to make anything else, but that's fine. Now, let's see. Do I have enough for this one? Cool. Good, good, good. All right, we'll start to keep these things aside. Great. I didn't think we'd be able to make some actual backpack space so early this evening, but we're on a roll, people. So let's put our knife down here. Okay, spear up front. And now I've got enough to make one more spear, probably. Yeah, we can go ahead and make another shovel, but yeah, let's do a spearhead. This might help us stay alive. So I'm going to nap this out, and then I think it's probably time for bed. But I will see you guys at first light. We're going to mark this place on our map as just our primitive little first base camp here. Start leaving marks. Very important. Yeah, we'll just say Camp 1. But hopefully we won't have to come back here. We can establish a nice little base somewhere, hopefully closer to some hot springs or something. But we've got a lot of exploring to do in the morning. So, like I said, I'll see you guys bright and early. Well, good morning, everybody. It certainly isn't much to look at, but it did keep me warm last night. But I have packed everything up. In fact, we can just put those in the box, I'm sorry, here for the fire pit, and that will automatically light the torches. Whoa! Oh, I should have kept the door in my place. Oh, we got him. Okay, there's probably more. That was interesting, though, to encounter one of these guys. My first encounter with, what is this? A goblin. It was fairly easy to take on by himself. He didn't drop anything. Interesting. Okay, we got our torches. You know what? While I was out there cutting some grass too this morning, oh my god. gonna say there's definitely more in there. Alright, let's see. Maybe they do have a chance to drop stuff, but... Oh, he did. He's like a drifter. He dropped a little piece of twine. Now, I saw some of the penguins over here. To be honest, though, this is a terrible place to try and hunt. I'm legitimately thinking of just swimming, jumping in the water and swimming. Oh, well, that might not be an option. We do have mosasaurs in the water, so wow. Well, cancel that idea. In fact, he can probably still get to me if I'm not careful. Okay, let's get back in here for the moment. I'm going to seal this up. I think I was a little bit hasty to open that. Where do we go? Gosh, to be honest, I almost want to return to the spot where the hot springs were, but... And I think we could definitely make that trip. I just need to hug the coast, avoid the water. We could get back, but... Man, oh man, I want to continue to explore other places too. Honestly, that might be our best bet. Yeah, because there is a bit of loot here. Let's backtrack. And we could potentially come across some more cattails and stuff in the water. Alright, so, yep. Let me take these off my hotbar so I don't accidentally douse them. Speaking of cattails, here we go. Alright, I'm going to have to start collecting these and the roots, just in case, but let's keep moving. We're going to have to also try and make good time today, because like I said, in this polar world, we don't have a lot of sunlight, so I'm going to grab at least some of these just in case we get super desperate for food. Or alternately, if we find a nice little place to make a... Oh my god, no. Oh, are you kidding me? 19 lives by a wild animal. That was some sort of orc with a weapon or something. Oh, wow. Okay. They respawn me here. Well, this is where we wanted to go, but, shoot. Alright, not to worry. Not the end of the world. Let's see if we can get some berries off some of these bushes. Darn it, losing 2 lives in the very first episode, folks. Doesn't spell success, does it? But you never know. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to get acclimated to a world like this, and yeah, there's obviously dangers we've got to be very, very careful of. So I think the plan now is to return to my previous death site, recover that loot, also picking up anything we can along the way, and I believe this is going to be a bit better. I really got myself into a mess, I think, being in that thick forest like that. So yeah, we're going to try and avoid places where I have like literally zero visibility in the future. Well. What do we have here? A pine tree hollow with cassava seeds. Oh no. Carrot seeds, that's good. Onion, beautiful. So this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Got a little visitor over there. So we need to quickly mark this 100% with something. Let's just do a tree like this, and we'll say just whole. Just something quick and easy. I'll mark it as black so it's quick, easy to see. Alright, yeah. Wow, pretty fortunate for us. Where'd he go? I also found a few flint, so that's good. Oh my gosh, we lost our backpacks though. That's the worst thing in the world, of course. I'm gonna have to carry all this stuff around in my hotbar. But we're gonna recover our previous body, and maybe... There's one of those things right there. Oh, no. He's probably all over me. Let's move. Nope. Whew. He didn't see me, or I'm not sure why he didn't aggro on me, but thank God. Gave me a little bit of a break. Almost just had a heart attack. 3rd life in the first episode. No. We can't. I can't allow it. Alright, we're almost here. Let's not get crazy. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Beautiful. It's not a lot, just a few things. Okay. It's just a rabbit. Now, let's see. Maybe I should whip together another spear real quick. And then we can take a look at the map and see where we're headed next. Okay, so it would be quite a long trip over that mountain to get back there, but if we go along the coast, it might not be so bad. So let's do that. We're going to kind of stay along the foothill, I think, of this ice mountain. That'll give us some nice open areas. Hopefully we can find some berries and stuff. But oh, speaking of berries, yeah, I see negative 24 HP on these Machairodontinae berries. Very pretty color, but obviously quite deadly. So we're going to get those out of the inventory. Just adds another challenge and difficulty to this world. Oh, the poison stuff. But we definitely got lucky with these seeds. Now, the cassava, that's more of like a southern tropical plant. Look at this. I said I was going to go along the foothills, and I'm literally just up in the mountains. But, yeah, so I don't think the cassava is going to be useful, but I'm certainly not going to go throwing it out if I absolutely can help it. Oh, lead ore. Might as well mark that. We will definitely want to know the site of some lead in the future. Okay, well, we're starting to starve, but I just saw a rabbit right there. Nice. Nailed him. Alright, let's grab that. And where'd he go? Alright, let's get this. And there's also a bird up north on this hill above us. Oh boy. Definitely don't want that white fleece. I want all the stuff, but we have to take the meat. I've got these cones with me. I don't know why I grabbed those, but oh no, nope, run. Let's go. We're not fighting that guy. We're just running. We can't be as fast as we are. We're super fast. Okay. Let's turn around. And I think we're safe. Whew. Too close. Hold on. Alright, I have to toss that. Alright, we can get berries. There are berries out here. Oh no, we're starting to get cold too. More lead ore. I can't mark it though. We don't have the time even to stop and mark stuff. Oh, we're getting cold. Please give me some berries on some of these. None. Well, I think we might have to break down and just make a fire, but it's going to be a bit of a pain. We're certainly not going to make it to our body in time, so let's head over here to the trees. Maybe I can find a relatively small pine tree. Take it down. Health is still okay, but yeah, like I was saying, food, starvation, plus cold temperatures can really start to compound. So, alright, let's make the effort and get this cut down. I'll have to get a little bit of grass. Maybe I can actually burn these pine cones. I'm not sure what these are for. They're not actually pine tree cones, so it's something else. But alright, we've got this. Let's get the rest of it. Good. I'm just going to do this right out here in the open for now. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of bad weather. And we've just got to get something whipped together for him. So we'll stop complaining at me. Alright, do that. And, oh my gosh, I need some sticks. There we go, we got some sticks. Perfect. A little bit more grass. Alright, let's place these down so I don't have to worry about them. And back to our fire starter. Oh, everything is such a rush, people. Oh. Okay, we got it. Hurry up, cold hands, he's shivering. But we get this fire started. Everything is super sound. We'll be fine. As long as there's not a goblin or an orc behind me right now, people. Oh, see, this is why we want torches, too. Thank God. Okay, that took forever. Get out of here. Let's put that on there. Just grab the rest of this. Just fill that up. Okay, good for now. That's fine. We'll wait for that. Let me place this. Beautiful. Alright, let's see. Is there anything around us that we could potentially grab? Okay, we got more sticks here. How's this? Hurry it up. We need it. We're definitely warmed up. Yeah, temperature is going up slowly, so I'm just going to kind of sit by the fire, wait for this. It's not going to give us a whole lot of saturation, but maybe it'll allow us to get to the next point in our journey. I I think I might just actually try to cross straight over. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah. Let's whip together a torch or two as well, so I don't have to worry about this kind of fire starting nonsense again here. And we'll get a couple of these. Alright. Oh, I think the food's done. Yes. Eat it. Just a little bit of saturation. Alright, let's get a couple torches lit. Nothing fancy, just one is fine. Okay, we've got a lit torch. Let's grab the little bit of firewood we've saved, and we're off again. Let's go. Alright, it would be wonderful if I could find some berries here. Let's drop this stick so I can pick up stuff as we go. Alright, yep, we're on the hunt for some sort of morsel that we can eat on our journey back to my corpse, where we do have a few backpacks at the very least. Something to look forward to. Oh boy, folks. I think we've got some easy prey here. Yeah, look at this. Penguins galore. And they're just literally sitting ducks. Oh, this is nice. Okay, let's just... Oh, I'm getting attacked by them. Wow. I don't actually see them anymore. The hell are they? Gonna get rid of all this. Oh. Okay. Very hard to see them. They are better in the water too, aren't they? Interesting. Alright, let's get this little one. Anything? Come on, give me some meat. Feathers and bones. What about this one? Chinstrap penguin chick. These are chicks. Oh, nice. It's a red meat too. This is a bigger one. Oh, they're super annoying, so do not feel bad about this at all. The fat. I want the fat. Oh my gosh, what do I throw away here? I gotta get rid of the cassava seed. There's the meat. Okay. Not to worry about the cassava. We'll go back to that little hole in the tree and hopefully find more too, so I'm not super worried. But this meat... Oh, now we got freaking... Let's get rid of the fat. Wait, we can eat the fat. Oh, I forgot we can straight up eat fat. I forgot about that. That's huge. Alright. So that... Was that everything I killed? We've got a little bit... Let's see, we're not... Okay, there's another one. We're not super far from our corpse. Just up the coast, in fact. So there's a couple here. Gosh, I might have to go back and sleep in our original little shelter for the night. Yeah. Alright, still only 2 pieces of meat, but protein is protein. Yeah, I'm literally headed back there. Oh my god. Elephant in the water, people. Whew, we gotta watch this. Hey, that's potential for some meat right there. If a mosasaur happens to swim by and sees that elephant, we might be able to pick up the scraps, but we're definitely going to have to take as many, advantageous moves as we can in terms of just scavenging or... Okay, we got some hostiles. Come on now, come on. Oh, we got more hostiles. Damn it. Yeah, we already fought a couple of these goblins because they were pretty close to us, weren't they? Let's just see, maybe if I can skirt the edge. Also, too, I wonder if I can, kite those goblins into some of the more dangerous wildlife, Now, we died over here to some sort of larger orc or something. I don't know what it was. But it's definitely still possibly in the area. Out here on this ice shelf. There's my stuff. Let's see. What was this? Okay, quartz. I don't have any blocks or any inventory space, so I want to get back inside our little house here. It's just so poor visibility. This is like the worst spot to build a camp. So I don't want to just walk up here. It's swung on again, but okay, here's our little hole. Let's go in this side. Okay, I can just put that all away. Good. Let's see. Let's get some dirt now. Actually, I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to lay that down. Keep the spear. desperate. Put that in there. Let's put that down. I'm going to hang that up. We can also place... No, can't place those. Alright, let's see if we can get our stuff now. Because remember, Mosasaur over there. Oh, dear God. Oh, okay, we didn't get everything. Let's go back in real quick. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What can I place? Alright, we'll start placing more of these tools down here. Just to get them out of the inventory for a moment. Okay, that can be placed. Alright, let's grab this real quick. And, yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, people. What a race against time. And, obviously, a challenge here with this wildlife. Alright, let's put that back. Just want to empty that spot. Alright, let's see if we can go get some more of our stuff. Hold on. Put that in there. Throw it all in. Alright, we got our food cooking. Yeah, there's a couple more things out here worth grabbing. That Mosasaur. Man, if only that little guy would die, we'd have all the food we need. No doubt about it. Alright, let's grab some of this sticks and stuff. I don't want that. Alright, looking good. Let's get in here. Let's see, it's 3 p.m. Now I finally can seal this place up. Woohoo! What a crazy time. Alright, grab this, grab all that. Okay, put that away. Cattail roots. Might just end up cooking these. Let's see, where did I put the meat? Yeah, grab that, put that in there just to get them out of my inventory for right now. Or, you know what, if I'm doing that, maybe I should just plant them, you know. Let's see. Okay, we gotta move some of this back because I'm gonna need my basic tools. Alright, we'll need our shovel, the axe, and the knife. Alright, can't drop those. Those gotta stay. Yeah, let's get out here. Just plant these. I don't know, just like right here, fine. Good. Now, let's go kind of peek around. Oh, God. Yeah, that thing will murder me in one hit. No doubt about it, so let's be careful of that. Alright, let's see. I don't like the door on this side. I don't know why I keep putting it on this side. We'll have it on this side better. There we go. Oh my gosh. Well, I was hoping we wouldn't have to sleep in this place again tonight, but it definitely appears like we're going to have to, but I'm not giving up just yet. Sun's not down. Let's go ahead and just lay this, I guess. It's actually... Alright, I've got a few things to sort out. Let's grab that. Put that like that. And that stupid knife is still in my way. Oh my gosh, so much. So tough. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to sort this out, and we'll see if we can get a few more penguins or something downed. Well, I've definitely hit the mother load of penguins over here, but these particular kind just aren't dropping any meat. Like at all. Alright, there goes one of my spears, but... Oh, that's meat. Alright, I just saw some meat there. Let's get rid of the bones. My health is low, too. These penguins are no joke when you're a complete noob in the world like we are. Alright, I'm still picking up feathers. Okay, he got away. I'm not going to chase him too far into this wood, because I don't know if these goblins are near me or what, but this is incredibly risky. Alright, I keep seeing that. Is that fat there? Oh, okay, that's... Oh, there is fat there. Okay, hold on. There might be some more. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, these guys are dropping fat. So that's going to actually probably save us. Let's take out the little ones too. Oh, I think my knife just broke, didn't it? Alright, let's see. I've got to get back over here. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Let's lead him on a little wild goose chase around. And then we go back in. Seal the door. I wonder if he can get to us from through this. Or could I cheese it and stab him? I don't know. Let's close that up. Oh my god, did I get that piece of meat? I did. Whew, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy. Alright, let's eat the fat. Yeah, that's a big deal right there. Wow. Okay, those penguins literally saved our life. We don't have enough. Now, can we mix and match these maybe? No. Okay, that doesn't work. Had to try it. Well, we're definitely going to be sleeping here again tonight. Let's see. Okay, I've got another. Let's put those away. Yeah, we got some more room here. Don't want these feathers, but I don't have the ability to stack them. We're going to sleep, I think. All right, I'm going to delete this marker here too, now that we've got our corpse back. Yep, that's done. Wow. What an extreme struggle it's been. Let's see. All right, let's eat. Okay, I'm wondering, can we, like, burn feathers? Does that do anything? I mean, maybe I'll just leave them there for storage for now, but I'm not sure. Let's watch and see as the fire dwindles. But wow, guys, I tell you what, high stress, high danger, and hopefully high excitement and entertainment for you guys. Although, tell you what, I don't know if I can handle this series. It's going to be a real load on my heart. But no, I'm just kidding. We're definitely going to be continuing more with our polar challenge, of course. Now, once again, it's a limited life run, so this will be a limited series. But once that's done, of course, I've got a lot more plans for the future. Vintage Story is a game that I'm going to be definitely featuring on my channel pretty much constantly. I mean, I will, of course, still show other indie games and stuff like that. But one other thing I'll mention before we sign off today. Oh, look, it is burning the feathers. It just goes real quick. Interesting. All right, we'll use them to heat up, but make sure that you guys check the description of this video, not just for the mod list and links to all my other playlists and stuff, but my Patreon account is linked down there as well. And if you would like to help support the channel, Patreon is the best way to do that. And of course, you get some great benefits. Not only do you get to watch series like this early and ad-free over there on Patreon, but you get access to my multiplayer Vintage Stories server. That's right. We have a great community over there. Hop on the Discord. You'll get access instantly. 24 hours a day the server is live. But again, I really appreciate you guys just watching this far. And like I said, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, leave me some comments if you enjoyed this first one, and continue to tune in, guys, because the Polar Challenge has just started. And thank you for sticking around for the world generation of our Polar Challenge. Now, first thing I should mention that the mod list is down in the description of this video, and it'll be in the description of every video for this series. So if I add anything, of course, I'll update that as we go. But let's jump in, and I've thought very long and hard about exactly how to tweak this world for this specific challenge. And there's several mods that are going to be crucial to make this work, but of course, also, we've got to have perfect world generation. So we're going with a Homo Sapiens world. But again, certain mods are going to make this possible for us. So let's go ahead and jump in to a baseline. We're going to customize it, of course. Now, a lot of things will be different here. Respawn radius, I'm not going with 5,000. I don't enjoy like a long run back or, completely losing my point of start. So let's see. Grace timer, no, we won't worry about that. That's fine. Timer for dropped on death, we have a mod that's going to change this, so this is really irrelevant. But big one here, we are going to turn down the lives. We're going to limit it to 20. Again, this is a limited life run, of course. Now, starting temperature, again, irrelevant because we're going to change that overall temperature of the world here shortly. So this looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to survival challenges. All right, now I'm going to go to it. Doesn't matter that much seasonally, but I think we'll still bump it up to 12 days per season. True winter's enabled, definitely. I'm going to turn off sideways instability for soil, just leave it for sand and gravel. Cave-ins, I'm actually going to leave them disabled because probably going to be doing some pretty extensive underground building, and this will help us. Fire from lightning, sure. Allow underground farming. This is going to be crucial for us. Definitely going to do that. Prevent liquid source, no, I'm going to turn that off. Since we're going to be underground farming, we'll need water. And player health points, we'll beef it up to 20 as a baseline, so we still got a lot more we can gain from nutrients, but this way hopefully we won't be killed by a one shot from a bear or something. But alright, hunger rates, that's fine. Lung capacity, I like to go up to 2 minutes, it's more realistic. Body temperature hardiness, we're going to leave it just as is. It's going to be temperature is going to be extremely important for this world, obviously. This is fine, yep, no problem. Yes, tool durability, okay. Prospecting pick, we are going to turn this on to 6, just back to like a normal. It's defaulted as off for a Homo Sapiens run, but alright, here we go. Now I do want to have most cubic. I just like to be able to chisel whatever I want, basically. And let's see here. So, we are going to turn on the world map. Very unusual for a Homo Sapiens type run, but in my previous challenge run, the dinosaur world, I did have this turned off with the intention of building one, like making one in the world, but didn't work out. I won't go into details, so we're just going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm leaving off color accurate because it's going to be mostly white from the snow, so this will give us more terrain focus. Lore content is staying off, that's right. So no ruins, no drifters, none of that stuff. We won't have to worry about caves fighting for a life down below, but it's also going to make it much more difficult because we won't be able to get seeds from ruins, so it's going to be very tough. And let's go ahead, move on to temporal stability. It's turned off, so this is all irrelevant. World gen, we got some important tweaks here. Real quick, let's skip to multiplayer. I'm just going to turn off everything here, so we don't have to worry about class exclusive recipes. Now we'll go back to this one and really focus on world gen here for a moment. So climate, let's go right down to, let's see, global temperature, snowball, earth, the most important setting for this run, of course. And coming back to the top, I think land cover, we will want a bit of an ocean, so let's just do 50-50, I think. That gives us, on second thought, we'll do 60-40. 60% land, 40% ocean, I think is probably good. Upheaval rate, no. Geological activity, very common. We're going to need that too. And I'm going to scale down the world size. You know what? On second thought, it doesn't matter. It's all a snowball. But global precipitation will stay the same. Forestation, good. Yes, surplus copper, that's fine. Snow and ice enabled. Alright, so all that's left is to go through and double check, make sure I've tweaked all the settings we want, but I think we've covered all the really important ones. Underground farming, of course, snowball earth, absolutely. So you can get an idea of just what the future for the series holds, but obviously you're going to need to tune in for all the upcoming episodes, and of course I do post them early on my Patreon, so check the description down there if you want to support the channel. You get early access to, like I said, all my videos, ad-free, and I have a multiplayer server for Vintage Story as well. You'll gain access to that with a donation to the Patreon. So think about it, but either way, I really appreciate you guys tuning in for the new series, and as always, I will see you on the next one.